Next question is from Novaspec. He asks, will Street Fighter 6 bring FGC more into the esports spotlight, or will we still be waiting on Project L to be the savior?
You want to go first?
No one's competing with Riot. Let's be fucking real for a second. No one's competing with Riot.
Facts. That's gang.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not. I'm not trying to be that guy, right? But I don't think FGC people actually understand what esports is when they say it. When an actual esports developer enters your realm, watch how developers right now are changing. Just because Riot just took interest in the fighting game, they're all scrambling, trying to make everything better. Just because Riot said, "Yeah, we're thinking about it," all of a sudden, it's like, "Oh my god, that we can't let that happen," because Riot will obliterate the regionals just with money. They're just like it's because casual, like throwing $1,000 to an event right now seems like a lot, right? Just wait till like 50K drops casually into a fucking local. They don't understand. So
They're not ready, man.
just the monetary difference between Riot and Capcom and what they're willing to do for
Yeah.
games. They released. I'm convinced Arcane on Netflix was released strictly for Project L. I'm convinced. Because right after that, they announced that they had the whole trailer, you know.
And she's in it.
They had Echo
Right.
in there. It's like, okay, it's a little sus, right? It's like it was perfectly timed. They don't. They're strategists. They think about how this piece affects the next piece, and I don't see how you compete with that. It's right, dude. I mean, I love Capcom. I do think that Capcom has been leading for a very long time, and I hope that they do something that can hold on to a lot more of the grassroots that they've built, and then propel it forward the way they should have done a long time ago into esports in the right direction for the FGC, not trying to copy what the other esports genres have been doing. Because that's honestly the biggest issue is we don't want to be like the other genres. We can't.
Can't be.
That's not us.
Can't be.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
So the only thing holding us back is the game developers. It always has been. So for the first time ever, Capcom's like, wait a minute, we need to fucking do something. So that should tell you enough about how powerful Riot is. I'm not even gonna answer this.
Yo, all I gotta say are 3 words when it comes to Riot: free to play. Game over. Game over. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You don't have to ask your mother to buy you a game with her hard-earned money. You literally go and download it. Valorant, download it. League of Legends, download it. Yo, that is insane. And their microtransaction, bro,
it's brilliant because like also what you're transacting you actually want. You know, it gives you so much free. Like you're gonna spend so much more money than $60 by the time the game is over.
Let me tell you how much I spent on skins on Valorant, bro. It's like I bought a couple of PS5s. Let me just tell you that. That's all I gotta say, bro. That's all. Yo, it's insane, but it just adds to the experience, man. And I don't know it. They know what they're doing. They 100% know what they're doing. And like, I think six will be the frontier in the grassroots sense, mainly because I trust the leaders of the project. But at the same time, that is half of the story. The other half, well, I guess it's not really half; it's like a third, right? The other third is going to be the people that pioneer the esports side of that, right? So we have the game with the esports, and then we have the community, right? So we have to have all 3 firing on all their cylinders.
Like 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
There cannot be a beat missed right
No.
now because I think we can definitely do it with Capcom. We can definitely do it with Street Fighter 6, but the thing with Riot is that it is guaranteed. That's the thing.
Bro, look what they did with Valorant, man. Valorant, like, yo, CSGO is the pinnacle. That and League of Legends are the pinnacle esports games, right? And look at how much of the space they captured with Valorant. It is insane. I think it's like 40 million active players or something like that. Like, bro, and then every time they're streaming major events, it's like 80,000 viewers, bro. Like, it's just insane. Grand finals for the last Masters event, I think, had like 300,000 viewers concurrent. Like, bro, come on, man.
It's no. That question is hard to answer, but I mean, it's not hard to answer, but it's hard to say what I'm actually thinking. Like the actual words in my brain, or not something I want to say. But if Street Fighter 6 is played properly, if all the cards are on the table, like you said, the esports aspect is huge. I think it's been held back for way too long. That's why people in the FGC don't understand what esports is, because they watch esports from the outside looking in. It's like, we can go in there and make our own table. We don't have to go to their fucking table. That's like I just had an interview. I was like, that's like a tennis player trying to behave. Oh, so that's like a tennis player or like a MMA player trying to behave like a tennis player or like a golf player, right? It's like, that's not MMA. We don't play golf. We don't do this. That's not us. We make our own thing. Yeah, so I think that's the biggest thing, is we need to not look at those guys and be like, yeah, that's how we got to be, so we can't be that. It's like, no, we can just make our own fucking thing.
And I think that was a large problem with what 5 was, because apparently development wanted it to be a free-to-play game, but then, like, it, the higher-ups are like, no, and then they released the game that was supposed to be free-to-play as a $60 product.
I did not know that.
And it makes sense if you think about it, right? Because it's like...
Free-to-play, the original game was acceptable as a free-to-play.
I agree.
I don't think it would have been great. I wouldn't be happy about it, but I think it was... I wouldn't be mad, right? It's like, okay, it's free to play, and then if over time they release better versions,
it gets better, right?
Okay, yeah, sure.